tell us about your second book. That is The Day Night Came.
The Day That Came. Yes. Now, that was a very interesting book because I actually had no plans of writing it. But Day Night Came is a dramatization of Cyclone Idai that took place in three countries in Southern Africa: Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Mozambique. And what what inspired me about writing that particular book, the Day Night Came, is I hadn't gone to church. It was I can sincerely say it came from God, because what had happened is our country had gone through this devastating cyclone, and I had donated what I could through the church, and I had cleared my conscience until out of the blue I heard, oh, when are you going to Chimani Mani? And I'm thinking, and then I'm having a conversation. I'm saying, to do what? And to write a book called what? The Day Night Came. It was, for me, Day Night Came is a surprise baby. Because once I started writing it, I went into a journey, an adventure that I never imagined, even in my wildest imagination. And also, being a Christian, it cut through a lot of my beliefs because one of my characters there, I don't want to use the word witch doctor or whatever, it's a sangoma, so I'll rather use sangoma. And the nice thing about the interesting thing about this character is, I've been writing this book and it had been the church doing this, the church doing that, the church doing this. And one night, one morning, early morning, 4 a.m., this character comes and he says, "What about me?" And I'm thinking, what about you? This character is dressed in loincloth and he's in a cave and he's saying, "What about me? What about my story? What about the part that I played in all this?" And I woke up and I started, and this character just started telling me his journey. So, one thing about this book is that it shows real life people behind the cyclone, behind the numbers. Because in most cases, you hear, oh, 100 people died. But if you don't know who is this person, how have they died, it remains just a number. So in this book, real people came to the fore, and it's one of those real emotional experiences. And for those who have read my book, they've all had an emotional experience. And for that reason, I can't really take credit for this book because I remember I was running one morning. I'm a runner. I run early in the morning. I commune with God around 5 a.m. before the whole world wakes up, before people start influencing my mind. I take that time to be out with the Lord. And I said, God, this book is just so beautiful. I would never have written such a good book in my wildest imagination. And because it was Holy Ghost inspired, I'm going to give 20% to charity. But my spirit, I felt. So my spirit said, no, you should just be thankful that you have your name on the book, 100% to charity, my girl. So I went through a season of wrestling, wrestling with this unwanted thoughts that came into my mind, but eventually 100% of the proceeds are going to our children who are affected by Cyclone Idai, 70% girls and 30% boys. Because maybe in future it will be 60% girls, 40% boys. But we know that there are children who lost parents during that cyclone. And also, it's a way, as a reminder to the country that something happened. But also, the profound thing about Cyclone Idai, it happened at a time when our country was most divided over political issues. And it was glorifying to see people put aside their political differences to look out for each other. And it was for the first time that people didn't run to other countries to say, come and help us, And it really showed us that we can do it, if we really put our minds to it and we are united as people, we can do it and we can build something big. Yeah, so that's the day night came. Mm.